Hey everyone, this is Rabdia's blog, and I have some terrible news to bring. Yesterday, Stan Lee, the creator, one of the main creators of the Marvel Comics, has recently passed away at the age of 95. Um, this happened yesterday on Monday, and when I first heard the news, I was thinking to myself, "No way, this can't be happening." Stan Lee has been around for a long time. How could he pass away? But then when I looked at the article and I saw that he actually did pass away in 95, I was devastated because Stan Lee was like one of the most inspirational comic book creators I have ever known in the comic book community. And the fact that now we lost another one of our greatest comic book greatest contributors to the comic book industry, it's just saddens me a lot because without Stan Lee's influence over the comic book industry, I would have never gotten to Marvel Comics like I did. Like I would have never loved characters like X-Men and Spider-Man and the Avengers and all those characters without Stan Lee's influence over the whole comic book industry and also Marvel Comics in general. He created so many fantastic characters, and all these characters just remain to be so memorable even to this very day. Like he created a lot of characters way back in the 1960s, like Spider-Man and the X-Men, and these are characters that still continue to be relevant in today's world as they ever were. And I think Stan Lee has a lot to do with the success of these characters and the success of Marvel in general. We probably wouldn't even have the Marvel Cinematic Universe if it wasn't for Stan Lee's influence over the comic book industry and over Marvel Comics in general. And the fact that he made a lot of cameos in a lot of the MCU movies, they were so memorable to me because they were so hilarious. And yet, now that he passed away, it's going to be very different. It's not going to be the same without Stanley's cameos being put into the films. I'll still watch the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, but without Stan Lee's hilarious cameos in each film, it feels like it's just not going to be the same for me because I love one of the best things I love about watching the Marvel movies was that we get to see Stan Lee's appear little cameos throughout the films, and now that he's gone, it's going to be really hard to like get used to the fact that he's gone and not going to make any more cameos. So rest in peace, Stanley. Stanley was just such an inspiration to me when it came to comic books. It was if it wasn't for him, I would have never gone to comic books like I did now. And he would surely be missed. His presence would be felt. His presence would be felt everywhere. Um, I was most certainly miss him because I just love the influence he gave to the comic book industry, and it's just so sad that we lost another one of our greatest contributors to the comic book industry, and I'm just really devastated by this news. So rest in peace, Stan Lee. You were truly one of the greatest contributors to the comic book industry of all time.